Welcome to Homebrew Magic, a video series about EDH where we do our best to build unique, fun, or just plain silly deck lists to play against each other, followed by a breakdown of how they did so we can all learn and get better at this game that we love.
Hello and welcome to another VDH episode from the Homebrew Magic podcast crew. This evening, I'm Nelson still, and I've won the roll-off. I'll be going first.
I wanted to
and
be
tonight,
Nelson.
No,
should have rolled better.
Trust me, you don't. Shell's got a hammer. You can go take your finger.
Smash your finger.
I brought a new deck tonight. Veyran, Voice of Duality. I call this deck I Push My Fingers Into My Eyes, and now that song is going to be stuck in everyone's head tonight.
It's going to be stuck in my fucking head, that's for sure.
So Veyran is a 2/2 Efreet wizard with Magecraft. Whenever I cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, he gets +1/+1 until end of turn. And then, if casting or copying an instant or sorcery spell causes a triggered ability of a permanent I control the trigger, that ability triggers a second time.
Trigger.
Trigger, if you will.
Finger gun.
So, this is going to get interesting probably, because I'm trying to pilot a spell slinger deck with a whole bunch of shit going on.
Not only do I have to remember my triggers,
So
I have to remember my triggers again.
Yeah, right? It'll be real fun. So, looking forward to it. I will draw for turn. Then, I'm going to play an island. I'm going to tap for a Soul Ring, which I'm going to tap for a Talisman of Creativity, which I'm going to tap and take one, and I'm going to cast Preordain. I'm going to scry 2, then draw a card.
I just thought of my Nelson deck.
Well, good game, guys.
My Nelson deck is going to be the 100 cards that have the most words on them. And then I'm going to play them as though they all have different words on them.
There you go. It's all in the execution, baby. Alright, I will then pass the turn.
It's like mental magic,
Chris.
but
Alright.
not good.
A different kind of mental.
Yes.
I also brought a new deck, a Gollum Obsessed Stalker. When I saw him spoiled from the commander decks, I'm like, hey, that guy will be a cool, fun, strong deck. And then I built the deck. I think I did a real shit job of it. I think I did him a horrible disservice. He is a 1/1 halfling horror for 2 mana with Skulk. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent dealt combat damage this game by a creature named Gollum Obsessed Stalker loses life equal to the amount of life you gained this turn. So he basically just drains my opponents.
Oh, I forgot to actually draw the card I screwed to the
You
top.
dumb.
Rude.
You're missing triggers already.
Fucking
Alright.
Turn 1 has an asterisk. I hope you're happy.
That card only has 5 words on it.
Mission accomplished.
Swamp. Pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got it.
I brought back, put the land in the car, no one gets hurt. That's right, it's the Omenkeel. My mono blue domain deck. So, we'll see how this goes.
I love my friends.
We're gonna island and then pay nothing, go to
Put
Tej.
the land in the car.
Put the land in the car, nobody gets hurt.
What up, Hive Mind? It's your boy, Tej.
Woo!
Tonight I am also bringing back an old friend. This is Amareth the Lustrous.
Woo!
This is enchantments. I'm playing this one because there is at least one Lord of the Rings card in it. I think. No, there has to be at least one.
It's your serialized one of one ring, right? Oh, sorry.
I got that graded.
Yeah. Down
It's
to
a
a 9.
it's a tube now though, so it lost some value. Yeah, I honestly don't remember what's in this deck because we've had 3 sets, since last week come out. So it's going to be a surprise to everyone what the new cards in this deck are.
Oh my god.
We're all going to experience it together. The way the good Dr. Garfield intended it to be.
I will start with a Windswept Heath. I will activate it to look for a shock land, which I will pay to have enter untapped. That will tap for green, and I will put a Wild Growth on that land. So while I do all of that stuff,
Jesus.
The shock land is in this deck.
I will pass it. Yes,
Thanks.
I guarantee it.
Thanks, Chris. I don't feel that bad about Island Go for my opening.
I'll untap.
Everyone else is
Upkeep
doing
and
shit.
Draw.
There it is, my breeding pool.
Way cooler than me.
Reliquary Tower is planned for the turn. Pew, 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 pew. Tapping my talisman for red, that's why I'm pewing myself.
Pew-pewing?
Pew-pewing, yeah. And then gonna bring out Veyran. And then I will pass turn to Chris.
Alright. I'll play another Swamp.
Ooh.
I will cast my commander. Pass to Schnell.
Seems like the thing to do. Untap, upkeep, drawer. We will island we won't cast our commander. We will snap Nelson's commander back to his hand. Snizap.
I will that card in this deck.
Untap up to 2 lands, and then I'll cast my commander. It is a vehicle boat, so
It's a vehicle boat.
it's got crew 1 and no crew. So go teach.
So ghost boat.
Yes.
Vehicle ghost boat.
Ghost boat.
Pirate ghosts.
Moment of silence for stupid fucking billionaires on the bottom of the ocean.
Nah, fuck it. I do like that one of them's kid just immediately went, how racist can I be on Twitter? The second he got like, oh, all that money's mine? I don't give a shit about people or minorities.
Speaking of minorities, Wooded Bastion. I don't know.
Mono blue domain puts me in the minority, I'm fucking
And I will
certain.
cast Sanctum Weaver. It adds mana to my mana pool equal to the number of enchantments I control, which is currently 2. Pass turn.
It's a good one.
How big is Saint Weaver? A 1/1 or 2/2?
0/2.
0/2. Can't
Untap.
block golems.
That's right.
Upkeep draw. Island is my land for the turn.
No mountain. Doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm the Lord.
It's pronounced Lloyd.
I'm gonna pay 3.
Oh, that
Probably
Tom
more
Arnold.
accurate.
That Tom Arnold movie.
Yes, Veyran,
What's that guy do?
the voice of duality.
Wow.
What?
Duality?
Oh.
Oh no, that's not at all. What I know now what you thought I said. 'Twasn't what I said.
I heard it too.
Okay, good. Good.
You weren't alone.
Yep.
All right.
Did you just inherit billions?
I push my fingers into my eyes.
What do I want to do? Suck.
You know exactly where I was going.
I will pass the turn to Chris.
Oh shit! I had a dream. I had a dream last
You
night.
can't say that.
I had a dream that I was watching a show that was set in the Magic the Gathering universe. It was the premise was similar to Strixhaven, like it was a magic school,
Okay.
but it was set such in the Magic the Gathering universe that there were Transformers in it.
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't know.
Universe is beyond
Yeah.
that.
I don't know enough about Transformers lore. Is there a Transformer named Livewire?
I think that's
Yes.
a Mountain Dew.
That is a flavor of Mountain Dew.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, in my dream, there was a Transformer named Livewire.
Well, back in 1968, they released one that was
glass variant.
And Livewire was voiced by Dan Castanella, doing his Grandpa Simpson voice. Livewire fell off a cliff and was rescued by another Transformer.
How many episodes did you dream?
And as the Transformer was being pulled to safety, Grandpa Simpson goes, "My Livewire's hurt."
I want your dreams.
Jesus.
I want your ability to recall dreams.
Yeah.
No shit.
I'm going to attempt to cast Mask of Memory into Spellslinger's open blue mana over here. Nothing?
Alright,
Alright,
fucking.
I don't know.
We'll do quick. You ain't got a crew.
Also, a blue mana available.
I think we're just going to go around the table.
I'm gonna hit you so goddamn hard with a boat.
Going this way. Nelson, I will attack you for one smoke.
Bonfire.
Oh.
There it
Oh.
God damn it.
We got that monk up.
Yeah, I was
so
gonna say,
now
yeah,
can
you got a perfect monkey token.
I don't think I have a monkey.
I'm saying use Ragavan.
alright.
It's funny.
Cool. Do you have a token for me?
I don't.
Tonify my guy and you don't even have a courtesy
Here.
to give a guy a token.
Here you go. Alright. Even better. I've got to create your own. That's what I brought.
So yeah, I've got some of those too. You done then?
Apparently.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Drawer.
Yeah, 3/3 elephant, that'll work.
Islands into Coral Helm Coral Helm Guide. 2/1 Merfolk Scout Ally. For 5, target creature can't be blocked this turn. I'm gonna go ahead and crew the Omenkeel and swing at Chris, who's Life Leader.
For 3.
For 3. It's commander damage. And then whenever a vehicle I control deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles that many cards off the top of their library. I may play lands from among those cards for as long as they remain exiled. My land for the turn will be the Swamp.
Crap.
These are just exile.
It's a real sexy old swamp, too.
Will I do anything with the 1 black mana now I have? Yup. Glaring Spotlight. Pass to Teach.
Untap. Draw. All of these lands except this one will enter tapped. So I'll play this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Will be enough for Amareth the Lustrous. And I will pass my turn.
I don't know how much like direct targeting I have in this deck, other than my turn 2 snap. But the biggest thing is just swinging through with a bunch of vehicles for a turn where nothing can be blocked because they're blinded by the glaring spotlight.
Island is my land for turn.
Blinded by the light.
I'm going to pay 1 to ponder. That will give Veyran +1/+1, and then another +1/+1, so it's a 4/4 until the end of turn. Look at the top 3 cards of my library, put them back in any order.
I know you read it. I'm gonna.
Which is why I don't trust you.
No, I have this one in my Vadric deck. He's really good. Whenever you cast or copy, he gets +1/+1 until the end of the turn. Wait, you said he was a 4/4?
His ability
Because
triggers
his
twice.
ability triggers twice. Because it's whenever a...
If casting or
not
copying
another.
an instant, would cause the triggered ability of a permanent. That was another
Yeah.
permanent you control. Fair enough.
A permanent.
Neat. Now we know.
Let's do it.
And knowing is half the battle.
Knowing is
Let's do it
2/3
this
of the
way.
battle
So I'll
due to
draw a card.
inflation.
Half. My live wires hurt. My live wire.
So weird.
I can't remember if I've ever woken up
all right,
laughing at something that I've dreamt,
No,
but I did this morning.
Okay, I'm going to pass the turn. Go ahead, Chris.
Alright, untap. Draw.
Combat's going to be real interesting between Gollum and
No
Boat.
land.
boat.
Damn.
Gollum and his boat over there.
Boat! I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Don't you ever forget. This was the reason I made that stupid meme of the cat with the paper that just said, I should build a boat
I should
deck.
build the boat
I
deck.
need cards. I need lands. I will move to equip my monkey, and I will attack Schnell for 3.
It's not your commander, don't care.
Mask of the Memory trigger. Draw 2, then discard 1.
I'm down to 37.
Look at that. We're all down to 37.
Yes, quite.
I will discard Tivash Gloom Summoner.
Amareth's real big. Can't swing through that.
Then I'll pay.
Gollum can.
I will cast Knight's Whisper to draw 2 and lose 2.
Nice whisper.
Digging for a land. There's a land. Hey, I didn't miss a land drop yet. Pass the shit.
Alright, untap.
I have to discard the hand size.
We are going to crew and go at Nelson. 3-3, coming at you.
3/3
Bounce my boat.
coming at me.
I'm going to discard Skullstorm. That's a spins one.
I'm going to pay 1 red.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast Crimson Wisps. Veyran becomes red until end of turn. I draw a card. He's now 4/4. I will
Excellent.
block your 3/3 with my 4/4.
Alright. One of those lands. Second main. We will Voda Sea Scavenger. 3/2 Merfolk Rogue with Domain. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top X cards of your library. X is the number of basic lands among lands you control. So I get to look at 2. I may put one of those cards on top of my library, the rest on the bottom in a random order. God, those are both good. Okay, that is it for me. Go to Tej.
I'll untap. Excuse me. I'll draw.
Nelson's down to 4 cards in hand. Get him.
Planes. Amareth trigger. Whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under my control, I look at the top card of my library. If it shares a card type with that permanent, I may reveal it and put it into my hand. It is a land. Temple Garden in my hand.
Checks out.
I will pay 1, 2, 3, 4.
3.
For Eidolon of Blossoms. Whenever Eidolon of Blossoms or another enchantment enters the battlefield under my control, I will draw a card. Amareth trigger, I will do Amareth first. It is an enchantment, that goes to my hand. I will draw from Eidolon of Blossoms.
Chris, I think we're outmatched here.
Yep. Get him.
I will...
I mean, I forced him to use some responses, so...
1, 2, 3, 4 mana. I will tap Sanctum of Weaver for 3 white. I will use 1 white and 1 green to cast Jukai Naturalist. 2/2 lifelink. Enchantment spells I cast cost 1 less to cast.
In response
Yes.
to you casting that, I'm going to pay 2 and I'm going to bounce the Eidolon. I'm going to snap it to your hand.
Okay.
And I will untap 2 lands. I will untap these 2 islands.
Jukai Naturalist enters the battlefield. Amareth trigger.
Told you I had to snap 2.
I believed you.
I'm going to keep that there for no
I
reason.
almost
I told you I
snapped
had
you the following turn.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Just snap back, but I thought it might come in handy later.
I have 3 white.
Snapback is
Floating.
a separate card. I believe that's the Time Spiral version.
It's true.
Huh?
You're right.
I will use that 3 white to play Mesa Enchantress. Amareth trigger. I just know what it is, so it'll stay there.
Proud of you.
Then, who do I hate? Schnell?
I mean, not this game. I haven't done shit.
Your highest life total.
You have highest life total.
Not yet. I don't. 6 flying.
Teach will be this quadrant. Boop. 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 Ha!
That's how it gets you.
That's how it gets you. I even
That's how it
waited
gets
to the
you.
boop. There we go. There we
Technology's up.
go.
There we weren't.
Pass turn.
Alright.
Maybe it's just Teach's phone.
Untap,
Maybe.
Upkeep and draw for turn. Interesting. I am going to pass the turn to you, Chris. Go ahead.
Oh.
Someone's got counter mana.
Draw for the turn. Sweep.
Like it?
In response.
You can't.
Oh.
Mama Garfield said so.
That's true.
You have a Naturalist up and a Mason.
Mason.
Mesa Enchantress.
I have a 3/2 I'm willing to trade with you.
I'll go to combat. Teach. We'll attack you for 3.
3, you say?
With
I will
my
take your
Mask
3.
of Memoried Monkey.
Draw your cards.
Draw 2 and discard 1.
It's a lot better than this stupid skill beverage.
Say, how's that Coors Dare guy?
It's good.
Oh. I don't want to discard any of these. I'm going. I better hold on to that. I'm going to discard a Gary.
Figure it out.
I'll pay 3 mana. I will cast a Whisper Silk Cloak.
I do not own enough copies of Whisper Silk Cloak because that's one of those where I end up wanting to put it in basically every fucking deck.
Yeah, it's really good.
There's some like lizard part of my brain that goes, I want all my creatures to be able to swing through my opponents. Whisper Silk Cloak.
Then I will pass a Schnell.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw that card that I left there. Unrelated, land for the turn. Island. Not suspicious, pass to Teach.
Untap. Draw.
Now.
Holy shit.
Don't be suspicious. Be suspicious.
I love Parks.
It's so good.
Land for turn is Prairie Stream.
Now we just wait to see who tries to fuck
Amareth
with
trigger.
Schnell.
Gotcha. First, who do I hate?
Commitment, bruh.
No one really. We're all friends.
I mean, I would fucking hope so at this point.
Nelson's Life Leader.
Got him.
I will.
Pretty sure that's binding in Wisconsin.
Yeah. There's a statue or two.
Cast Grasp of Fate.
What do?
Well, first of all, when I cast an enchantment spell, I draw a card. When Grasp of Fate enters the battlefield, for each opponent, exile up to one target non-land permanent that player controls until Grasp of Fate leaves the battlefield.
Ew.
So, Grasp of Fate is on the stack.
You doesn't have to choose targets until it resolves.
That is correct.
So
if you want to respond, do it now.
I don't have a response.
I have no response.
Alright, Grasp of Fate enters the battlefield.
Respond. No, I mean,
Choosing targets. I will start with Veyran as a target. I will start after Veyran
I was gonna say you can't start anymore. You've already started.
with Whisper Silk Cloak and
That
Creature
Coral
Keep the
Helm
Blight.
guide.
that one, you were one and done. You're fine. Coral Hell Guide. How much to activate?
The guide?
Yeah.
5.
Cleansing Spotlight.
What is
Cleansing
the CMC
Spotlight
on
is
Grasp
not a
of Fate?
card I have.
3.
No?
Glaring Spotlight.
Oh,
2 white.
well, that's the
and
one.
Yeah. Creatures my opponents control with hexproof can be the target's spells or abilities I control as though they didn't exist.
Sweet. They've been grasped.
Gross.
Grasped. Alright, Amareth trigger. You can stay there. I will... One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will tap Sanctum Weaver for 4 white mana. I will spend 2 of that white mana for an Aura of Silence. Artifact enchantment spells cost you 3 an additional 2 to cast. And I can sacrifice it to destroy an artifact or enchantment.
Nelson responses?
Sure.
I'm going to respond.
I
Oh, Chris is going to.
assumed
Chris has no
I
response.
cast an enchantment.
I have
draw
no
a card.
response.
Okay. I will go ahead.
My response is fuck me, I guess.
And I will Cryptic Command countering that.
Okay.
And then I will just draw a card.
Fair enough.
Can you bounce the Grasp of Fate?
I could.
But you didn't.
I didn't.
Okay.
I don't really need the Glaring Spotlight back.
You tapped for 4.
But
I have
you
2 white
you
left. I will spend the remaining 2 white to play Karmic Justice. Whenever a spell or an ability an opponent controls destroys a non-creature permanent I control, I can destroy a target permanent that opponent controls. I cast another enchantment. I will draw a card.
This is what playing against Enchantress decks feels like, huh?
Feels good, doesn't
A little
it?
bit.
Feels real
A little
good.
bit.
All right. Assuming that resolves, I will.
Tapped out now.
Amareth.
Yep.
Tamiel's Completion will go into my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana left. That is enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will move to combat. Nelson,
Yes, sir.
Legally bonding
I
Lightfleet.
will attack you for 6 flying with Mind Commander.
With Thine Commander, huh?
Now respond. Use that goddamn thing you've been
Not using.
not using. Yes, I got another.
Okay.
Just no words.
Sorry, just thinking.
Gross. That's not how you
That's the
track
wrong-
commander damage on that thing.
Yeah.
There you go.
Alright, down to 30. 6 Amareth damage.
Last turn.
Okay, untap, upkeep, and draw for turn.
What you say? What you say? What you say? Everyone's deep in thought.
2,
I don't like it.
I'm not.
4. Primal Amulet. Instant and sorcery spells I cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, I put a charge counter on it. Then if it has 4 more counters on it, I may remove them and transform it. And Primal Amulet is the Ixalan artifact that transforms into Primal Wellspring. It taps for any 1 mana of any color, and when that mana is spent to cast an instant or sorcery, I get to copy it and choose the targets for the copy.
It's a good card.
Go, Chris.
Maybe I should have played you.
The completion?
No.
Well, I don't know that.
Alright, land for the turn. Oh, that would take 6. I mean, it's one way of not being life leader, I guess.
What you doing?
I'm gonna pay 6
Toxic
life
deluge.
to cast Crick, Son of Yawgmoth, going down to 29.
Sly move. I like it. Solid play.
I'm gonna pay 4 more life
Oh, Jesus.
and 2 black mana
So
to cast Sangromancer, going down to 25.
Hold on.
Well, he can pay the life to cast the spell.
I know, but I'm looking at what I'm just... Hold on. Just hold on here. I'm trying to see what... So this is 4.
Because I'm clearly the threat at the table.
Now he's gonna respond.
Okay. I'm just looking. Sorry. Oh, you're good.
Just puts a 1/1 counter on Crick, who has lifelink. Now he's a 3/3 lifelinker. That F's my life total.
I just like the idea of playing spells that hurt yourself so no one attacks you.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. It's
all I got.
It's like elementary school.
Playing the pity card.
I'm doing it myself. Don't hurt me. You guys don't have to hit me.
I'll kick my own ass.
Teach, attack you for 3.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
He went to combat.
I did go to combat.
3, you say? I'll allow it.
Got him.
And I'm tied for life leader. Shit, go after Schnell.
How do I pay 30 life
Discard 1.
in mono blue? Mono blue 5 color.
Let's see, I'm going to discard Plunge into Darkness. Pass the Schnell.
Alright. Untap. Upkeep Gerard.
They do have ramp in this deck, I swear to go on.
I put red mana in this deck.
Yeah, and you found it.
Yeah, the talisman of creativity.
Turn 1.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna cast Cone of Cold.
It's like I'll keep this hand.
Would you like a
any
D20?
red
Yes,
mana,
I'd absolutely love a D20.
Five one.
So, do I roll and then I tap all, or
What
When-
do you roll a die first?
I roll the die and then
Yes.
I choose? Okay, so roll a D20. 2.
Cock die.
Oh, okay.
I just want to say cock.
Still the base one. Tap all creatures your opponents control.
Bonk.
Okay. Couldn't have rolled any worse. If I roll 10 or better, they don't untap. If I roll a crit 20, tap all creatures my opponents control. Those creatures don't untap during the next untap step until my next turn. Creatures my opponents control enter the battlefield tapped.
Nice.
So it was a dead attempt to try and just keep y'all fucking from hurting me for a little bit of time. It did not work. Pass to teach. Just wanted a 10 or better. Just wanted a turn.
I was not going to swing into your merfolk army.
I didn't expect
I
you
wasn't
to.
gonna.
Also, I didn't swing at anybody else.
Canopy Vista, Amareth trigger. You are not a land, but you are a good.
I expected to have drawn more than 3 of my own lands and then more of other people's by now, but this deck is not doing anywhere near what I wanted to do.
Same.
Yeah. I didn't come to play. I came to have fun. Not doing that either.
5. Oh. I will start with
It's okay. Tej or Nelson can win quick, and then we can jam out a second game.
jam out with the clams out.
Rock on with an oyster
Yep.
on.
I will start with.
Gagging on a mollusk. I don't know where we're going with this.
Did you say gagging on a mollusk?
I might have.
3.
Don't worry about what I call it, okay?
Yeah.
I'll call it what I want. Whatever you really want.
3.
You want to know who lives in the
Because
pineapple
of-
under the sea?
Kind naturalist.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I can. Yes. Hallowed Haunting.
Like, what the fuck is
I
going
was
on over
supposed
there?
to
I cast an enchantment spell, so I draw a card.
Disdainful Stroke counters.
Counter target spell with converted mana cost 4 or greater. Okay.
Go to.
I still drew a card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus a bunch. I only need 4.
What's going on? What are you doing there? I suppose, other than trying to tap down everyone's stuff,
1,
I could have
2,
played
3,
this card.
4.
None of you have creatures in your graveyards.
I do.
Tap that for
Gary,
5.
a
Which
Tiva.
does not. None of those help me.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
I'm able to play you. Could I do blue? 5 blue, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, doing math.
Gross.
1, 2,
Sort of the
3.
win con things with enchantments.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
That was a
that'll
solid
work. Okay,
52 corner.
I'm gonna tap Sanctum Weaver for 5
I run
blue.
that card, I know what it can
I was gonna
do.
say, Aura of Silence I had to counter because most of my deck is artifacts, so it's... Your
1,
deck costs +2,
2,
and you're not
3.
getting
You
it
know
out.
it. Artifacts is a sub-theme of this deck.
Huh. You only played the one.
And one of my 5
I only
blue
played the one of mine.
for privileged position. I cast
that'd
an
been a good one
enchantment.
to be able to
I draw a card.
Yeah.
Responses.
Nope.
All right.
Crying.
Crying.
Crying is a free action.
Privileged position enters the battlefield. Amareth trigger. That can stay there. 4 blue plus 1 green.
Give me my glaring spotlight back.
I'm glad I counted. Moriat of the Frost, which can enter the battlefield as a copy of a permanent I control.
Yep.
It's going to enter as a copy of privileged position. That will stay there. Now all of my things
Cyclonic
have
Rift and 3 more lands. Here we go, boys.
move to combat.
Buckle up, fuckers.
Chanel flying.
Chanel barely playing.
6. What are you doing?
The current round is paused. I have to wait to...
I just watched the episode of Always Sunny 2 where Frank breaks Dennis's phone with his sausage fingers.
Thanks for
that's-
implying I have sausage fingers.
That's what I'm picturing here.
They're dexterous.
Pass
They
turn.
are nimble, slender-ish things.
Untap, upkeep, and draw for turn. Cool. Still not a red source outside of my artifact.
I mean, other than Tej, none of us are really
1,
clicking.
2, 3. Taking 1 for the red. Veyran out there.
I thought Veyran was back in your hand.
No,
Then he
exiled
got-
with grasp.
then he got
Oh.
exiled. Alright, go ahead, Chris. Pass turn to
Gorgia.
you. Sure.
Untap. Draw. Okay. I can.
Land. Big, strong land.
7. Big, strong, beefy land.
Just a veiny island.
Just a very veiny land, you know.
just throbbing.
Just a naturalist and the mason enchantress up again. Alright.
Yes.
Going to combat. Teach. Take for 3.
It's just pre-blooming all over the face, all over the place. I don't know why I said face. What if
You
I
know,
do 3?
you
I
know,
know why you did.
you know exactly why.
I'm
28.
going to tell your wife.
I'm not life leader. Leave me alone.
Right.
Pass turn. Not pass. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Draw 2.
All over the face. Oh, flustered. Pass. Come back to me later.
Wait, not that. That's not what I meant.
I'm going to discard this Vein Witch
Okay.
Coven.
Oh my god. You discarding down a hand size?
No.
Oh,
that's
okay.
the number.
This game just got so veiny.
Yeah.
Like, the veiniest.
Like
Okay,
Snickers
soaring.
bar level veins. Remember when the libs made them take that out?
Goddamn the libs.
Then I will.
Causing trouble ever since the first fucking Back to the Future movie.
Um,
You're talking about the Libyans, right?
Yeah. What'd you think?
I don't know how, but they found me.
or I can. Something each one. Alright, I will. Pass the turn.
Okay, that's I don't like that. Untap, upkeep, draw. Ass. Draw ass. Okay, we're gonna pay for Nautiloid ship. Chris, I'm gonna exile your graveyard.
No, wait, shit.
What?
You
Just
said
looking
you
at
had
that card.
you said you have a graveyard with creatures.
I had two creatures.
Is that one from Baldur's Gate?
It is.
Okay.
Alright, then I respond.
Really?
Going to cast Grave Endeavor. Put 1/1 counter on him when I cast a black spell. I roll 2 d10s. And
Cut
choose
back.
one result.
2 or 3.
2 and a 3.
3 or
Buffalo.
20.
Return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a number of 1/1 counters on it equal to that result. So I will choose. That's my hand.
Graveyard.
Graveyard is here. I will bring in Gary with 2 1/1 counters.
It's a good one to bring in.
Enters the battlefield. Each opponent loses X, where X is my devotion to black. It is currently 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you each lose 7,
And you gain 21.
making me life leader.
Who's life leader now?
Oh,
You were so careful about it too. I
I
was
was.
watching.
I was.
Wizards, if you're watching,
Okay.
fix your goddamn app. Everything's great except.
I think no. Missed one. And then
7.
each opponent loses X life, and I gain X life, where X is the other result. So that will be the 3. So you each lose 3 more,
Okay.
and I
19.
gain 3.
I end up at 15 after all this crap.
God damn it.
There's no way that I can be the only person who's having this issue, so I'm sure there's something on the internet.
Okay.
I will look into at
This
some point.
This is the graveyard.
Okay.
Which is not
Exile target player's graveyard. Whenever Nautiloid ship deals combat damage to a player, I may put a creature card exiled with Nautiloid ship onto the battlefield under my control.
Alright. You have a couple options here now.
Okay. So, you didn't have any exiled stuff prior to, right?
I did. Oh, they have, that's right. Nautilus ship is this separate exile pile.
Okay. I'm just gonna exile these under him for now because these are the ones that I would have have access to.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how I would have done it.
Well, then I don't do that.
Aw.
I will pass to Tej.
Untap. Feel good, Chris? Feel good about what you just did?
No, I don't.
Land for turn will be a reflecting pool. Amareth trigger.
Those 500 years of living under a mountain, eating blind fish, coming to the surface.
Killing your cousin.
Like
Yep.
Carrick lived in like a crevice, not a. Oh, you're a commander that hasn't
Commander.
shown up again since the first time.
I need to be able to cast it and protect it. So I don't just keep casting it every other turn.
I think what I will do to begin with
Tej got rid of that.
Seen it.
is 1, 2, 3. Four. Not 4. Excuse me. 3.
But you did.
I will cast Eidolon of Blossoms.
It's back, boys.
I will draw a card from Mesa Enchantress. Responses.
Nope.
Nope.
Eidolon enters the battlefield.
Yup.
I will Amareth trigger first. Creature. That goes to my hand. It's Clever Impersonator. Draw a card from Eidolon of Blossoms.
It's getting gross over there.
Yep.
Says the guy who just gave.
Oh yes, this is a card I put in the
deck.
deck a long time ago and haven't seen it yet. I will spend 1 green mana to cast Weaver of Harmony. 2/2 enchantment snake druid. Other enchantment creatures like troll get +1/+1. I can pay a green and tap it to copy target activated or triggered ability I control from an enchantment source. I can choose new targets.
That set had so many cool green and white enchantment cards.
Which one?
Common.
Yeah.
Neon Dynasty.
Neon Dynasty. Yeah.
Cast an enchantment spell. Draw a card.
Thanks to Calyx. from
Weaver
Aftermath, there
enters the
are tons of standard
battlefield.
play now.
Amareth trigger first. Nothing. Draw from Eidolon.
Neon Dynasty still in standard. I feel like that set came out 7 years ago.
Because
How many
because they
fucking
didn't
sets?
rotate. They're not
No, I know they
Yeah,
gave
they-
it an extra year now, but still, it just feels crazy.
The 2 Innistrad sets are still standard.
Holy shit!
1, 2, 3, 4. I will cast Sigil of the Empty Throne.
Uh-oh.
Draw a card.
Cyclonic Rift and 8
The
mana.
battlefield. Amareth trigger first.
Nelson, you could Cyclonic Rift, I'm sure.
Mystic Remora
It's not
will
this
go to
deck.
my hand.
Really?
Really?
Draw from Eidolon. Whenever I cast an enchantment spell,
Might
I put
have
a
another one
4/4
upstairs
White
if
Angel
you give me
creature
a
token
minute.
with flying onto the battlefield.
Slot one into your deck for you.
Right about
Top card would be nice,
right
yeah.
about
that's-
here.
What should I do?
Yeah, so far, Teej's deck has made me want to push my fingers into my eyes.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I can see where Chris was going. And if you had Gollum out, holy shit.
Yeah. Right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You took 10? Take another fucking 10. Oh, I gained 40?
10.
Take another 40.
I will tap Sanctum Weaver for.
I'm
10
exaggerating. You only gained 30 life that turn.
I will spend
that's
4 of
'cause you
that
didn't swing
blue
with
to play
Carrick.
Clever Impersonator. Clever Impersonator runs to the
You
battlefield as
need one more privileged position.
a copy of Sigil of the Empty Throne. I don't.
A third one to guarantee.
I will spend 1 blue.
I'm surprised there's no bullshit like
cast Mystic
name
Remora.
a card. Target player sacrifices all copies.
Draw a
or
card.
one copy of named card.
Amareth trigger. Shark Typhoon. I'll go to my hand.
There's Echoing
Draw from Blossoms.
Truth.
You
Is that
still
the
need to.
blue one?
I'm saying getting around
5
full
blue.
on without the we have glaring spotlights and stuff
Would
like that.
be
But
enough to play that Shark Typhoon, which I will. Spend my remaining 5
being
blue
able to
cast
not
Shark
target
Typhoon.
target.
Draw from Mesa Enchantress. Amareth trigger. Draw from Blossoms. Whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I create an XX blue shark creature token with flying where X of that spell's convert mana cost. Alright, move to combat. Chris, do you have any flyers?
Yes.
How big is it?
It's just a 3/3.
Death Touch.
Not currently.
I will attack you for 6. 6 flying.
6 commander.
6 commander.
It's a commandy dandy.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Alright.
It's like a 15-minute turn. That's impressive.
I get it, okay? I get it.
I mean, hey, you do you, man.
For 15 minutes though.
I mean, normally I can, do me and half that.
You both pick
Half?
blue.
You're not trying hard
Do you
enough.
have Do you have ways to untap stuff?
1,
Maybe.
2.
Why, what you
I'm
got?
moving to discard. If you want to start your turn, I
Because I
won't stop you.
have an answer
Alright.
for T,
3,
but it's gonna take me a turn.
Yeah.
Untap,
4,
Warp Keep,
5,
draw.
Warp Keep.
Warp Keep.
6.
Pay 2 for an Is It Signet. There's the other red source, baby.
There will be some collateral damage.
Oof.
The best kind to be
4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, I need to. I was trying to not do this, but I'm gonna have to try and find something. I'm gonna tap 1. I'm gonna cast Leap, giving Veyran flying until end of turn.
You can pay the 4?
Now, huh?
You can pay the 4?
Oh, Mystic
For his,
Remora.
yeah.
No, your fish can eat my ass.
Is that every non-creature, right?
Yes.
I will draw a card.
They're not bottom feeders. Get it?
Good joke. Oh, I also have 2 angels. Whoops. I have 4 angels. Whoops.
And then that will give me another counter Primal Amulet.
which should have been 4 Amareth triggers.
I'm gonna move to. Do you have any flyers or reachers, team?
I have
You
4,
have angels,
4,
right?
4 angels.
Okay, cool. Well,
I can make a 5. I can crew for a 5/5 flyer.
And you got a Sangromancer. That's what, a 3/3.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be good. If you give me 5 mana, I can make target creature can't be blocked this turn.
Go ahead, Chris. Let's see what happens here.
Alright.
I should put like 6 more soul rings in this deck. That would help.
Mr. Cantrip, I really hope you have like a twiddle or something.
Nope, no twiddles.
God damn. Draw. Ooh. That's interesting. Alright. I don't want to do this, but we're going to do this.
Do it.
Dang,
He doesn't want to do it either.
I really don't. No good attacks anymore.
Swing at Nelson.
Yeah, I'm your good attack.
He's second life leader.
3rd from the top.
Alright.
Because there's 3 in front of me. Anyway, what you got?
4, 5,
I remember a new card.
4, 5, 6.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Is it in your deck?
I believe so.
Oh, okay, then it's more relevant. I remember a new card.
Going to cast Eternity Vessel.
You gonna pay the 4?
No.
Fuck yeah.
It comes into play with 39 counters on it.
I'm sorry, what?
Charge counters equal to my life total.
Because it like resets your life.
And then when it has landfall, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may have your life total become the number of charge counters on it.
Oof.
So then he Carricks out his entire fucking hand and just.
Yeah.
Too many generic mana symbols for that.
I already said.
I'm going to pay 4 life though for Sign in Blood, which will cost me a total of 6 life. Go another 33. Oh, there's a land. Shizo, Death's Storehouse. Caps for black. Landfall trigger. My life total goes up to 39. Caps for black.
Is that the one that gives target legendary creature fear?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
Then I can. I could do this. I think that's going to be the safest bet.
What
I'm
you
going
got?
to pay 4 life. Oop. Go to 35. And 3 mana. I'm going to cast Loth Spider Queen.
Nice.
That's another creature. That's a planeswalker.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Changes with 4 loyalty.
I just got 2 of those in the mail in case I actually do build spiders. I probably will build spiders.
I
don't
probably
have,
will.
I don't have the arachnogenesis anymore.
I'm going to -3 her to create 2/1 black spider creature tokens with Menace Image.
I had her at, I think, a Tevish Zat list. I wanted to make him commander. And I give her in the night.
Carrick.
Okay.
She's an Oros.
That makes
2 more
sense because she
counters.
can't be anywhere else.
It's true. Very fucking true.
Did not do the thing I wanted to do, but I had to do that.
A bold move.
I made a legal deck.
Yeah.
Watch out now.
Now it's 6/6.
Oh, here he comes.
I will.
We don't make enough Hall & Oates jokes.
We don't.
Pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I mean, that kinda. Nelson, no flyers. Chris, you have a 3/3 flyer?
Correct, no flyers.
And
Teach.
I have a couple reachers.
Teach a billion
Four
flyers?
4/4s.
Okay.
Billion. Just 4.
Nelson, if you promise not to hit me, can I attack you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast my commander again. Oh, Omenkeel.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I ain't paying for shit. We will tap the Voda Sea Scavenger to crew the Nautiloid ship. Nelson, 5 in the air.
And then you get to cast one of those fellas.
I get, I get one of these, and I maybe get a land off your deck.
Wait, what? Oh, I thought only your commander did any damage.
Whenever a vehicle I
vehicle,
control
that's
deals combat damage to a player.
Oh, I don't want you to...
The top 5 cards of your deck are shit, I promise you.
Yeah, they probably are. Okay, alright, let's roll the dice. Go to 14.
Okay, so, trigger. Deals combat damage to a player. I may put a creature card exiled onto the battlefield under my control. So we will grab Tivash Gloom Summoner.
Well, I found the cards I needed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what do we exile just because I want to get them?
Consider Thousand Year Storm, Faithless Looting, Sulphur Falls, and Storm Killing Artist.
I thought for sure you were going to build a sentence out of that. Consider Thousand Year Storm.
Consider this.
Sulphur Falls will be my land for the turn.
And these are exiled, right?
Those are exiled, yes. I did it. I got to 5 lands and it only took 12 turns. In a deck that steals extra lands. Real good at deck building, guys. I don't know if you've noticed this. Pass to Tej.
Alright.
Tej, can you end us this round?
End it? Probably not.
Why not? You have more flyers than I have life.
That's true. I have more flyers than Nelson has life.
Sounds like
So
a
let me
fucking
rephrase
threat.
that. I can't end the game, I don't think. I can end one of you, possibly 2.
Ooh.
Draw for a turn.
Promise?
I love it when you talk like that.
At the
Daddy.
beginning of my end step, if I gained life this turn, I may pay X. I did not gain any life.
I am going to... 1, 2, 3. First I am going to...
Poop out like 12 more angels.
No, first I'm going to play land. Amareth trigger.
I don't know if I can physically combine the poop noise and the choir of angels.
I'm going to cast Idyllic Tutor. Switch my library for an enchantment card.
You're
Idyllic.
gonna pay the 4.
First of all, no, because it's Misery Grimoire.
for the
But I
shot.
forgot the cumulative upkeep, but I was going to send that away anyway.
Got him.
Search my library for an enchantment, put it in my hand, and shuffle my library.
Put that shit in my hand.
If that permanent doesn't show, then you owe me. Oh.
Black Jungle Love. Ooh.
Yeah,
Wait,
that
if I
was
see
the
any
one.
more of that, we're gonna get sued.
Can I have another cow?
Sure.
Thanks, bud.
So
Cow me.
Siege,
Oh,
I'm
that's what it
drinking
was.
one of his silver bullets.
Go for
There
it.
you go. Thank you, sir.
That's why us real enchantment players split the green and white up into different decks.
You did do that.
I did do that.
I just don't run enchantments. I have an enchantment deck, but I don't run it. And there's no green in it. And it's real fucking oppressive sometimes, so that's also why.
What colors are they?
It's my again and again and again. Because
There
there was one game.
Again, Arcanum Weaver.
Oh, again, that's right.
Yes. Ghen, but the deck is again and again and again.
I tutored Opalescence.
Phyrexian Scriptures on loop
Okay.
is real
Ooh,
bad
it's
for
real
my
bad.
opponents. Where it's
Yeah.
just like, I'm gonna board wipe all your shit. Next turn, I'm gonna board wipe all your shit. Board wipe all your shit.
I'm gonna continue.
I regret Opalescence.
Yes, I didn't win that game because it quickly
Nevertheless.
became archenemy, and I decided to stop looping board wipes every round.
I will pay 1, 2.
I should dust off and upgrade that deck, but I never upgrade decks.
I will cast
Did you call Commander
Opalescence.
Yes,
Right, okay.
yes.
Draw
yes.
from Enchantress.
It's real good.
Yeah, I like that card a lot.
Yeah.
Responses to Opalescence.
I ain't got none.
The lowest casting cost in my hand is 3,
Amareth trigger. Draw for Blossom.
and I only have Nelson's 1 land.
Each other global enchantment is a creature with power and toughness equal to its converted mana cost.
I don't see any other global enchantments, just regular enchantments.
It is still an enchantment. So everyone's enchantments. Do you have any enchantments?
No,
Do you have any enchantments?
None for me.
Sweet.
No.
Alright. I cast a non-creature spell. I get a 4/4 shark
And an angel.
and a ring. That came out of nowhere. And 2 angels.
Dose angels. Oh yeah, because you're clever first name. Just cleverly impersonating your throne.
Real fucking quick.
How
Look at that guy being in a chair. That's real clever.
Or kinky, depending on what you're into.
That's true.
Alright.
Look at that guy being in a chair.
We'll sit on that.
I'm going to cast.
Acid flames?
Nope. Eternal Witness.
Oh.
That's a thing.
Amareth trigger. I am going to return the Hallowed Haunting to my hand. I'm going to tap Weaver of... Nope, not Weaver of Harmony. Sanctum Weaver. One of the Weavers.
Sigourney?
For a shit ton of white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 white. I will spend 3 of it for Hallowed Haunting. Draw Mesa from Mesa Enchantress. Amareth trigger. Draw from Blossoms. Shark Typhoon. I get
I haven't
a
seen
second
this wolf
4/4.
art IRL.
It's pretty good.
Is that a special one or just
2 more angels.
It's the
borderless one.
borderless
nice,
had
that one-
different
That's
art.
cool, yeah. Did you buy that one or did you crack it?
I ordered that one.
Nice.
10 white.
I'm a big Forgotten Realms nerd. Even if the card sucked, I was going to get a Lilith.
It's a good card too.
Yeah, there's,
I like her Planeswalker card a lot.
Chris, how many flyers do you have?
I have 1 flyer and 2 creatures with reach.
Okay. I will spend 5, 6, 5 of this white to cast Leyline Blinding.
Binding?
Binding. And it's actually less than that. 6,
Wrong a
5,
couple of times.
4, 3.
Should only be 3, I would think, in your 3-color deck.
Yeah, it's 3.
I don't have an island.
Would you want one?
Nah.
No.
So it only cost me 3.
Wait, if you don't have an island, wouldn't it be 4?
This reduces enchantments by 1.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yes. So 6, 5, 4, 3. It only costs 3. I had 10. I have 7.
To get rid of my flyer?
No, wait, it'd have to be your bolt.
Leyline Binding. Draw a card. Amareth trigger. It is enchantment. That will go to my hand. Draw from Blossoms.
Really accruing resources over there.
Yeah.
Create
Weird.
6.
Whereas I'm barely
Shark.
crewing.
Heyo!
Create 2 more angels.
I can't be good in the game. I'll be moderately clever on the sidelines.
It's that chair again!
It's that chair again. Look at that guy.
When Leyline
Pretending to be a
Binding
chair.
enters the battlefield, exile
clever.
target non-land permanent, your flyer, until this leaves the battlefield.
Second of my
I
permanents, you
think
bound.
Wounded.
fucked up maybe.
That'd make my dick so hard and my heart so happy.
What?
I did. I
think I
did. I
said
fucked
that
up a
right.
little bit.
Oh, you forgot all of your Hallowed Hauntings. Or is that what all those are? No, those are your angels.
These are angels and sharks.
Yeah, you should. Where are your spirits?
I have only cast 1 enchantment since Hallowed Hunting came
Oh yeah,
out,
you're right. The binding. Okay, never mind.
so I didn't forget anything just yet. Anyway, okay. So, spirit, 1 spirit.
Really spirited.
Move to combat. All of my creatures have flying and vigilance. All of my enchantments are creatures.
None of mine are. On any of those.
So I can go. You have 2 reachers?
Yes.
Arounders.
Four angels at Schnell.
I'm out. Wait, how big are they? I'm
4
out.
4s. 6.
Hurricane. There was a counter spell.
7 8.
Wouldn't have stopped it.
9 10.
2 turns.
11 12.
Should have played it last turn.
13 14 15. Flying at Nelson.
Before I start looking at my deck, can anyone stop him?
And then 6
Alright.
12 18.
Are you looking at your deck?
I already did. You didn't say anything.
19
I'm
20
not going to see anything
21.
while he's making a play. Maybe I have something, maybe I
31.
don't.
No. I'm out regardless.
31 coming at Chris.
What are the 2 biggest?
31. Is that it? That is it.
Hold on a
Yes.
second. I want to
31.
finish this attack phase.
Yep,
and I
that's
want to
fine.
see what's going on.
That's fine.
So just hold on.
Okay. 31. Attacks have been declared.
So these are coming at you. Only tokens are coming at Chanel.
Yes.
These permanents are coming at Chris.
Yes.
These permanents are coming at me.
Yes.
Okay. Attacks have been declared.
Attacks have been
War
declared.
were declared.
Okay. Now, I cannot block. Do you have any blockers?
What are the 2 largest?
I believe they are privileged positions. 6 6s. Oh, I'm sorry, 5 5s. I have 1 6 6. Let me do math again because my math is off. I thought privileged position was 6. 5, 10, 15, 20, 26, 29.
So you need more
I
to
have
take them out.
6. I wasn't going to be able to take them out anyway.
Oh, I see.
No,
6
but if
and
there's
then
something relevant I can
bunch
kill
of
with my
fives.
reachers. Like that thing that has my fucking equipment exiled.
Grasp of Fate, yeah. It was a 3/3. I should have asked how big your reachers were.
His 2 1s?
Yep.
Screw it. They're gonna gang block your Grasp of Fate.
Alright, in response to blockers being declared, I'm going to tap 3 blue and I'm going to cast Aetherize. Return all attacking creatures to their owner's hand.
There you go.
Nice.
That's why I needed to see what was going to happen with everything being declared. Now I'm only delaying the inevitable.
Yeah,
because he's got an assload of tokens.
Yeah,
but at least I can make him
still.
wait another turn.
Nice.
And also have to think about what the fuck he's going to discard.
There's that. These are all in my hand. These are in my hand.
So we get our things back.
These are in my
Yep,
hand.
you do.
He loses hex.
This is in
poopy.
my hand.
Yep.
Just from me.
No, both privileged positions
No,
are
I-
the same.
You can have that.
Whisper Silk Cloak.
Okay.
Grasping Spotlight.
So that will also put a counter on Primal Amulet.
Second main.
Shit!
I have no mana. So
Woo! Wait,
I'm
someone can do a better
going
over than me.
to-
Do a homer.
I am going to move to my
I don't
end
think I
step.
can.
Okay, hold on.
Well- Okay, I want to separate
Sorry.
my stuff here for clarity's sake.
Instant speed wheel,
5.
fuck you.
Angel.
Yeah, right.
I don't think there are any.
No, I don't think so.
All right. Board state should be
Okay.
accurate.
Okay.
I am moving to discard. I
Okay.
have a shit ton of cards in my hand.
So discard is your that's the end of your end step, right?
Yes.
So if I want to respond to your end step, I do it before you discard, right?
Unless you have anything that's going to trigger after I discard, then so you have to do something during end step.
Yeah, I have to do it during your end step.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna use the talisman to activate the signet, and then I'm gonna tap the reliquary tower, and I'm gonna chaos warp your Hallowed Hunting.
Nice.
Wrecking his shit.
Primal Amulet.
You just did the proud dad head nod.
I-
That was awesome. That was really cool.
Got him.
Go team.
Nelson,
Yes.
cut please.
Yes, sir.
Put on top.
Woo, the nut T just
What do we
stabilized.
get?
Sandworm
Oh
Convergence.
shit! Sorry,
Shit.
guys.
Fucking oofta.
That's alright. It will not trigger this turn because it's already my end step.
It is an oofta right there.
Creatures with flying can't attack.
And
Ooh.
Boors.
Oh, my God.
Somebody got enchantment removal, permanent removal, anything. I tried, guys. I really tried this turn. I had that Aetherize in my opening hand, waiting for the right moment to play it.
1,
Please be a land.
2.
Are you counting what you're
Or a
keeping?
board
Yes.
Would
your
not
discarding
go finger
sounds
to
good.
a damnation.
Yes.
Tap. I'm not going to take my turn.
Would not
No,
kick
I'll
a damnation out of bed.
No. Crackers notwithstanding.
3. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Thinking Danny DeVito in that cat costume.
Hey, Tej, do you have
Yes,
any
sir.
black or artifact creatures?
I have none of those. Fuck.
What are you afeared of?
1,
Smell blood in the water.
4.
Grabbing another Coors Light.
Coors shouldn't taste like this
Five.
blood.
No.
Oh, you're
Coffee
still
blood.
deciding.
All the beers.
Alright, gotcha.
6, 7. Alright, I'm good.
Alright. I'm going to tap for a red, and I'm going to cast Crash through. So that'll get copied. I'm going to cast the targeting Veyran. So he's going to go to a 4/4
You're an idiot. I think I am.
with trample. I will draw a card. Then there's going to be a copy of it. Gets another +2/+2, and double trample. And then I'll draw a card. I'm going to play a land for the turn. I'm going to use the Reliquary Tower to activate the Izzet Signet. So I'm going to have 1 blue.
What is your
Floating.
smallest creature, Tej?
My smallest creature is a 0/2.
Niv Mizzet, Haroon. 5/5 flying. When I draw a card, Niv Mizzet deals 1 damage to any target. Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell, I draw a card. So I've got 3 mana I can use. Okay. Veyran right now is a 6/6 trample. I'm gonna die next turn. So fuck it. Let's just throw around some damage, huh? The 1 blue that's floating in the Soul Ring.
If you can deal him 16.
For a frantic search. Frantic search will trigger Veyran. He's gonna get +1. He's gonna go to an 8/8. Then I'm gonna draw twice from Niv
Oh,
Mizzet
I wanna
because
have
whenever I
more
cast an
footprints.
instant or sorcery spell, I draw a card. That will trigger Veyran. So I'm gonna draw 2 off of that. Then so everybody takes 2.
13.
And you each take 1. Wait, hold on. Never mind. Sorry.
You just did that.
I did it wrong. I was doing it backwards. Sorry. Yep, you each take 2.
So Tej just did 18.
Then I draw.
Yes.
Then I draw 2 more from the frantic
No,
search.
apparently he's not.
So then you each take 2 more. Then I have to discard 2.
Down to 11.
I take 2 more. 16.
No, I said deal him 16.
I'm gonna discard Sorcerer class and Seagate Restoration.
Man, I wish I had my Sangromancer.
I'm going to
discarding.
pay a blue, and I'm gonna cast Slip Through Space, targeting Veyran. He can't be blocked this turn. So now he's a 10/10.
Jesus.
So I'm just gonna put 10 in here. So he's a 10/10. So whenever I cast an instant, or whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell, I draw a card that triggers twice. 2 more to the table.
Table's at 9.
Then I draw a card from Slip Through Space. Everybody takes 1 more.
Chanel at 8.
Good try, guys. I'm tapped out. I play a land for the turn.
You don't want to swing with your own blockable commander.
No, I do. I'm just
Oh.
saying I can't kill him.
You can kill me.
Yeah, I know.
Anyone can kill you. That's not really an accomplishment. Alright,
No, I'm just saying, like, I just want to. I mean, Tej deserves it. He doesn't deserve
Wow.
it. Tej is
Is
just.
it because
Tej
of the enchantments?
is gonna win.
I feel like we're nearing a breakthrough.
If someone can deal 3 damage, then we can prevent Tej from winning.
I can make target creature can't be blocked this turn.
All right, I'm gonna swing it. I'm gonna swing at Tej for 10, unblockable.
Yeah. Down to 3.
All right, and then I will respectfully end my turn.
Alright.
Wow, that was a hell of a last 2 turns.
Draw for the turn.
Someone take my hallowed whatever the hell?
It got.
in your hand.
It's in your deck.
Chaos Warp. That's right.
That's right. Thank you.
That's
okay,
right. Thank
that's
you.
right.
That's the one I Chaos Warped. Yep.
Nelson took it. To answer your question.
Yeah. Cast an instant or sorcery spell.
Just the one though.
Going to equip Mask of Memory onto Crick.
It's not an instant or sorcery.
I'm going to pay 2 life to activate my Shizo Death's Storehouse. Target legendary creature gains. Can't. Oh, I can. Fear until end of turn.
Is Chris gonna win this turn?
Maybe.
That'd be pretty sweet.
I am going to move to combat. Teach. I'm going to attack
Yeah.
for 6.
You got it. Well done.
I gain 6. And then Mask of Memory triggers. Draw 2, discard 1.
Okay. You get your Synchromancer back. And I'm dead.
Wow.
Well done.
I'm going to discard.
Your end step discard?
No,
Please.
Mask of Memory discard.
Oh, Mask of Memory, that's right.
I had that same error thought earlier.
Call of the Ring, I'm going to discard.
Is that the one with Frodo on it, where he's like
It
all
is.
evil Frodo?
It's a really fucking good
I love
enchantment.
that. Yes, it is a good enchantment. I love the art too.
Thing kicked the shit out of me in the pre-release. Made me quit the pre-release.
Maybe quit Magic.
Quit Magic forever.
Haven't played since.
I'm going to tap this for 2 colorless. I will use one of them and pay 2 life. Cast Feed the Swarm, targeting your parent.
Okay, so cast trigger. I draw 2 cards. You each take 2 damage.
Okay. And then I destroy target creature enchantment, and I lose life equal to its mana value. Down to 22.
6.
I cast a black spell. He gets a 1/1 counter. Can't do any of those anymore. So I'm going to play a land for the turn. Go back up to 39.
Ah.
I'm going to 0 Lolth to draw a card and lose a life. I should have done that first.
You'll get there.
Interesting.
Nelson, I believe in you. You still got this.
I think I just shot all my tricks.
You don't know what's on the top of your deck.
Alright, I'm
That's
going to
true.
pay 2 life for the black in Gollum. This colorless that I have floating from Soul Ring. And 2 more to cast my commander. Now I'll pay 2 mana to equip him with the Whisper Silk Cloak.
Has anyone taken Gollum damage yet?
No,
Okay.
because I attacked once and he got shut right the fuck down. Via Nelson.
Monka.
That's right.
Got
That's
monkeyed.
right. Monkey.
2 mana left. I'll use one of them to cast an Ivory Tower. Past her.
Sit in your ivory fucking tower.
Just gonna
Take a nap! You fucking bitch! Fuck you!
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I will ignore everything in my hand. We will crew the keel. We will crew the nautiloid. That's under the nautiloid. We will pay 3, sacrificing glaring spotlight. Creatures I control gain hexproof and are unblockable this turn.
Nice.
Chris, I am sending 12 your way. 3 of which is commander.
Okay, so 3 commander damage from you.
The Omenkeel.
And then 9 more.
And then
Yep.
9 more.
Yeah, 12 total.
There's a couple of triggers here. So, 1, 2, 3. I gain 4 off of lifelink from this guy. The Nautiloid ship has 2 triggers. One is this thing enters the battlefield, and then the other 2 triggers are exile the top 8 cards of your library. Let me see what they are.
I'm sure you'll find some fun in there.
I get a land.
Yeah, lands are fun. Lands are necessary.
So, I'm removing Armix, Helm of the Host, Mox Amber, Arcane Signet, and Nirkana Revenant. That got reprinted? Yeah, cool. Swamp will be my land.
When did that get was that one of the Mistral
I think the Zendikar vampire thing.
You're right.
That
I think
sounds
you're right.
Or
closer.
Zendikar Rising.
Yes. Then...
Home of the Host of Gollum was one of mine.
Yeah, that's a neat one.
Yeah. I think we will go
Did you gain your life from the lifelink onto
That's
that?
why I'm at 10
Oh, okay.
instead of
Sorry,
6.
I just wanted to make sure you did.
Yeah, I was going to say, and then at the end of my turn, I can pay that 4 life.
Would you like to?
And get a 4/4 flying token? No. No, that's dumb.
But I dug
I
so
love that you're
deep.
actually running
Too
Ivory
deep,
Tower in this.
too greedily.
No.
For the accurate tokens.
No.
It's only 4
No.
life for a 4/4 flyer. I would do it.
I know you would. Nelson, I got him down to 24.
You done?
Pass to Nelson.
Alright. Untap.
Smacked right in my bitch mouth by an unblockable Veyran.
My bitch mouth, you say?
Upkeep and
Ivory Tower
draw
seemed
for
like
turn.
just a cheap, repeatable life gain effect for the deck.
During your upkeep phase, gain 1 life for each card in your hand above a 4.
Alright, I'm gonna pay a red.
5
Or, I'm gonna play Mountain
Yeah.
as my land for the turn. I'm gonna pay 2 for Electrostatic Field. 0/4 Defender. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, it deals 1 damage to each opponent.
But that can block Gollum. Wait, it's a Wisp of Cloak.
Yeah.
As things stand still, okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6 creatures currently.
Alright,
You should sacrifice your glaring spotlight and swing through. That's what all the cool kids are doing.
I'm gonna pay 3, and I'm gonna cast Veilstone Amulet.
That's a good one.
Whenever I play a spell, creatures I control can't be the target of spells or abilities my opponents control this turn.
That was one of the last cuts from this list.
Oh.
I'm gonna pay 2 red. So no, this is right. I think this is gonna be 4, but someone check me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna replicate Shattering Spree, so that's 2, but because Primal Wellspring copies it,
You just get 1 additional copy.
so it's 1 additional, so it'd be 3 then.
No.
Okay, cool. So 3. I'm gonna pop your Eternity Vessel.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna pop your Whisper Silk Cloak. And then...
His bitch mouth is an artifact.
That's true.
Pop his ivory tower. Make him look like an asshole.
I think I'm gonna pop your Mask of Memory too. I'm drawing enough cards off of that.
And at that point, you just let me keep it. I mean, the damage has already been done.
Alright, so that was 1, 2, 3. So you each take 3 damage.
Wait,
Hold
what
on.
deals us the damage?
If
Okay,
you-
that,
okay,
okay.
yeah,
Just
hold
making
on.
sure.
So
So like, Power Rune
if you
is
casting
gone.
or copying gets a trigger ability, it does. So it triggers an additional time. So it triggers separately on each cast. So you're gonna take 3 more.
Yep, I'm at,
Yep,
I'm
so
at
you
4.
take 6 total.
There we go.
Shattering Spree.
Triggers on triggers.
I'm gonna pay 1, and I'm gonna pop Carrick. I'm gonna attempt to rapidly hybridize Carrick. Cast trigger. You each take 2 from Electrostatic Field and Veyran.
I am going to pay a black. I'm going to cast Armor of Shadows. Until end of turn, target creature gets +1/+0 and gains indestructible.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna help Nelson win. I'm gonna evasive action. Counter that unless you pay 2.
you got it.
I can't win this turn.
Because it's counter target spell unless its controller pays 1 for each basic land.
I played during Plane Shift.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
what that does.
yeah.
So that's 2, 4. Okay. Yeah, so Veyran is a 6/6. Did you take another 2 from casting the rapid hybridization?
Yeah, that's what I'm down.
All right, so he's
two.
a 6. He's a 6/6.
I'm out this game.
Yeah, I mean Chris is gonna kill us both next turn, I think. Can you make Veyran unblockable?
With my 1 swamp,
Never mind. And you have a Synchromancer out there, right?
I'm gonna flash in this
But it doesn't matter. Veyran's not flying right now.
Diluvian Primordial real quick, and then we'll see what I can do.
You got a 1/1, 4/6, and a 3/3.
And a 3/3 and
Oh,
a
those
2/1.
guys. Okay. All right, yeah, I'm gonna attack. No good attacks. Go ahead, Chris.
What do you mean? I countered it. I evasive actioned his spell. You got this. I was absolutely gonna evasive action anything you sent my way after that fucking replicated spell.
Oh, I figured.
You leave me alone.
I shouldn't have done that. Now I don't gain a life from Ivory Tower. You guys tricked me.
Yeah,
This is why I needed that Stormkill artist.
it was a weird
That's,
collaborative effort.
That card is so good.
Which one?
Stormkill artist.
Oh yeah.
Cast an instant or sorcery spell. Here, have a treasure.
Yeah.
Copying all your shit. Here, have 2 treasures every time.
Let's search for treasure. No, I just fucking found a pile. I
Yeah, right.
don't know why you guys are looking so hard.
Right.
Going to pay a black. Pay it with real actual mana, like a chump. I'm going to give Gollum Fear until end of turn.
Nice.
You have no flyers?
No.
Right.
I don't either. And Veyran's back to a 2/2. I was 0/4 and a 2/2.
Alright, I will attack Nelson for 1 commander. And I will attack Schnell for 3 in the air.
Am I gonna die on the drain now? 1 commander takes me down to 13.
-1 makes I'm out of the game.
I don't know. You got a lot
Still
of
beating me.
open, you got a lot of open mana over there.
I will tell you right now, I have 2 islands in my
Alright.
hand.
I'm going to cast Corrupt. Deals damage to the number of swamps you control to target creature or player. I gain life equal to the damage dealt this way. I have 7 swamps.
Alright.
I will deal you 7.
Takes me to 6.
I gain 7.
It's Shadow Rift. I could have.
I go to my end step. Gollum triggers. You lose life equal to the amount of life I've gained this turn, which is 7.
7, yep.
Nice.
Down to -1. Nice.
Well done.
Nice. Gollum came
Woo!
back from the brinks.
This was the maiden voyage for my Gollum deck, and I was really, really scared about this deck bringing it tonight. I was not... Every card individually looked like it fit the deck. It seemed like there was a lot of symmetry and synergy in what I was trying to do. But when goldfishing it, this deck just didn't seem to really do what its purpose was, which was to just get a couple attacks in early with Gollum, and then just gain life and drain everybody like out of the game. This deck got off to a very slow start. There's a lot of acceleration in this deck between rituals and tons of artifact mana, and I didn't see any of that early on. The Eternity Vessel was really key to me being able, in conjunction with Crick, son of Yawgmoth, to use my life as a resource, cast a variety of spells to get back into the game, and then recoup that life with the Eternity Vessel, leading me to get to the end game. In which case, the Shizo Death Storehouse, a really much needed reprint from the Dominaria Precons, was able to help me get Gollum across the finish line. There were some incredibly scary decks tonight. Veyran is an absolute beast. Amareth is a known quantity at this point. Enchantress is just an absolute monster. Schnell's Mono Blue Domain, I don't know why I have such a soft spot for that deck in my heart. I love that deck. I wish he had gotten more of his lands, then his domain spells would have been much more useful. But I was really happy with this maiden voyage at the end. This deck did eventually do what I wanted it to do. I think it's just a matter of draws. It's going to take a couple more games, though, to get it right where I want it to be.
So Veyran, brought him to the table tonight for the first time. Really excited with the deck. To be honest, it started off far more slow than I wanted it to. I just couldn't find some of the cantrips that I had in the deck, and really that's what fuels this. So, the whole deck is built off. His Magecraft is great, but it's really his static second ability, where if me casting or copying an instant or sorcery spell causes a triggered ability of a permanent I control the trigger, it triggers an additional time. So there's stuff. One of the big MVPs, getting Niv Mizzet to go off multiple times when I'm drawing cards, casting spells, things like that to really hurt people. Thousand Year Storm is another card that unfortunately got exiled early that I really would have liked to see because that's another way to just copy spells. Another card that got exiled that I really wanted because he's very important to this deck is Stormkiln Artist. So now not only am I drawing cards for my cantrips, I'm also creating treasure tokens. And the idea there is to just, if I can double up on that, because Veyran has such a low CMC, I can just cast more spells because now I'm getting double the treasure, double the fun. I've got Veilstone Amulet in there for protection, although it didn't really get to protect me too much because I was just emptying out my hand there at the end. But Veilstone Amulet is a card that I really like a lot. Electrostatic Field is another one where just me casting spells and being able to double up on those triggers is going to help to kind of whittle away each opponent, right? Not just one in particular. And then, like I had mentioned, there's a lot of cantrippy spells that cost 1 mana. So things like Crash Through, that's going to draw me 2 cards for one land. Slip Through Space, 2 cards for 1 land, and I can make things unblockable. Consider, right, which is one of my favorite cards from the new Midnight Hunt. Well, God, it feels new to me still because it's only been like 3 years, but I guess it's only been 3 years. So from the newest Innistrad set when Midnight Hunt came out, if I had to pick an MVP, it's probably got to be Aetherize. I had that early. The reason I was thinking about Tij's first attack, was like, do I do it now? Because I don't want him to start like really. It just did. I thought about it, but it didn't feel right. It wasn't the right place. One attacker feels really bad for something like an Aetherize. And as soon as that Sigil of the Empty Throne hit the board, it was like, okay, now I'm really glad that I didn't play this. It's still in my hand because I've gotten an attempt to use it at a spot where it's going to be really good, not just for me but probably the entire table. And that Aetherize is what extended the game, and unfortunately led to the archenemy scenario that we had going there. But a well-timed Aetherize and then being able to Chaos Warp away the Hallowed Haunting, kind of gave Chris, Schnell, and I the opening we needed to get back, get the biggest threat on the table out of the way, and then just try to win it ourselves. And then I guess an honorable mention would be the Primal Amulet and Primal Wellspring. It's just one of those really cool. I think Ixalan and Rivals of Ixalan kind of got shit on as sets, but I really like some of the flip cards that they have, transform cards, whatever they do, transform, I believe. I really like some of those things that they had in there, and this is definitely one of my favorites. Being able to just copy my instant and sorcery spells is a great way, and get mana fixing. I really like what that does in the deck. Mono Blue Domain, it's a really fun, I don't want to say glass cannon, but it's really fun to watch that deck do what it does. And like Schnell was saying, if he could have gotten, some connections earlier, I think we would have seen that deck be very different. Amareth, we've seen just completely take over games before, like it did today. Luckily, we were able to, wriggle through its grasp in this game. But the Gollum deck is very interesting. I like what Chris was doing there, the synergies with the life gain, paying his own life, and then God, when Schnell got rid of the Helm of the Host, like having that thing on Gollum would just be absolutely bonkers. If you can't remove it. So I'm excited to see all of these decks again, and this is definitely an extremely fun game and very, very interactive, which isn't always the way it goes. So being able to see all of the decks interact with each other in one way, shape, or form was a ton of fun, and I had an absolute blast this game, and I can't wait to bring Veyran back sometime in the future. Give him another run.
Amareth showed up tonight. Amareth is a deck I don't play too often, but I love it. Amareth started out as my first foray into an enchantment deck, and it evolved into the beast that it is today, and I am aware that it is a beast. I really like this deck. It's powerful when it gets going, but it often takes a lot of time to get going. I was lucky enough with an opening Sanctum Weaver and Eidolon of Blossoms in my opening hand, and that just gave me the mana I needed, and that gave me the card draw that I needed to start fueling everything that I was playing out. So this is a deck that I know as soon as my friends see it hit the table, I'm going to be a target, and I'm well aware of that. That doesn't bother me. It never really does. But it is always fun just watching a deck go off. You build a deck. If you don't care that much about winning and you just want to see your deck do what it was designed to do, it's just fun to watch it. And Amareth did that tonight. I forgot where I was going after that, but nevertheless, I didn't really choose an MVP for my game tonight so much, because a lot of the cards were MVPs. Sanctum Weaver got me there, Eidolon of Blossoms and Mesa Enchantress got me there. And then the deck just, pooped out enchantments, and I found an Opalescence, which I regretted pulling Opalescence. I should have grabbed Starfield of Nyx, because Starfield of Nyx would have given me the same effect, but it also would have let me get enchantments from my graveyard onto the battlefield, so that was an oversight on my part. Either way, those are how I was going to end the game, just attacking with all my giant CMC enchantments to whittle down those life totals. My goal at first, before I decided to attack everybody, I decided that I was going to take Nelson out first, because he, I think, had a higher life total at the time than Schnell did, but Nelson would have had more answers to what I was doing than Schnell would have, I believe. So at first I was going to take Nelson out to make it a 3-player game, then go for Schnell, then go for Chris. Breaking that unwritten rule that we were all talking about tonight of attacking the person with the highest life total. I tend to do that to keep it, more or less even across the board, unless I can take somebody out. I think it's a much better plan to take out somebody if you can. Then they don't necessarily feel like they're being picked on. I'm not choosing one player and just attacking them mercilessly. I'm just finding the one person I can take out, and then go from there. I played Amareth tonight because... Fuck. I just saw some boob. I played Amareth tonight because there are a couple new cards in here. The first new card that... I didn't see any of them this game, but the first new card comes from New Phyrexia, and that is Invasion of Theros. It is a battle card that tutors an aura, god, or demigod card to my hand. I don't have any gods or demigods, and the only auras I have, I believe, are like Utopia Sprawl and Wild Growth, just things that give me mana. But the more important aspect of Invasion of Theros is Ephara Ever Sheltering, which is a 4/4 god with lifelink and indestructible as long as I control at least 3 other enchantments, which I almost always will. And whenever another enchantment enters the battlefield under my control, I draw a card. One of the things I learned playing this deck multiple times is I can't play out too many card draw cards because my hand just fills up way too quickly, and I end up having to move to discard more often than I would like. So I tend to only want 1 or 2 of them out there at most. So this is just another draw option for the deck. I really think I might need to fit a Reliquary Tower in the deck somewhere, just so I don't have to discard and then make choices that I end up regretting as soon as I make them. Like one of the discards I did tonight, I kept a bunch of useful enchantments that I already had, but I also kept a Dance of the Manse in my hand, which I was going to use later on to play all the enchantments. I should have just pitched every enchantment that I had, kept some lands, so when the Dance of the Manse comes out, then I get a whole bunch of things back at once instead of keeping things in my hand and having to pay full cost for them. So that was, again, an oversight on my part. The other new card in the deck is another draw card, and that is Dawn of a New Age from Lord of the Rings. It enters the battlefield with a hope counter on it for each creature I control, and at the beginning of my end step, I remove a hope counter from it, and if I do, I draw a card. Then if it has no hope counters on it, I sacrifice it and I gain 4 life. This is just another cheap way to draw cards. All the creatures I have in the deck for the most part are cheap little ones that'll give me mana, make my enchantments cost less, draw me some cards. So I'm not anticipating a whole bunch of counters on it, but for 2 mana, drawing 1 or 2 cards off of it, plus being an enchantment to trigger all the other enchantment strategies, it seemed worthy of the slot. Like I said, I haven't played it yet, so I don't know how good or bad it is, but I do like the card. As far as the game tonight, I saw Nelson's brand new deck. I like it. I saw what he was trying to do. I don't think he did as many things with his deck that he wanted to do, but I saw what he was going for, and it seemed real good. Gollum seems like a very scary deck. I want to see that played more often, just because I like it. We didn't have too many Gollum interactions there. Someone mentioned Gollum and Helm of the Host, and I quickly looked up Gollum again, and Gollum does say a card... Oh wait, Gollum, does it say a card named? Or a creature named? It says creature named. It says a creature named Gollum Obsessed Stalker, so that works real well with Helm of the Host. And Schnell is one of the most creative deck builders I know, personally or otherwise, and every single time he comes to a deck with just a silly idea, watching it perform is always a blast. And his mono blue domain deck never ceases to disappoint. That is just a fun deck to watch him play. Great job, Chanel. You are a fantastic deck builder, and sometimes I envy your creativity because I don't have any.
Enchantments!
We're going to keep this short and sweet because I was not a factor this game. I still have hope for the Omenkeel. I'm going to keep it together for at least 2 more games before I decide if I'm going to completely revamp it. I never actually unsleeve and take decks apart, so I'll never get rid of it. It will just stay in obscurity for a while if it does not do anything. But Glaring Spotlight, absolutely my MVP because it was one of the few cards I actually cast this game, so that's by default at this point. But it highlights what the deck wants to do, which is sneak through and get those exile triggers. I know full well that I'm not going to win off of just exiling somebody's library because I'm never going to be able to deal that much damage without just killing them outright at that point. But all those extra triggers, all the neat vehicles in the deck that I just didn't get a chance to see because, like I said, I kept a 2-lander because I know ideally I want to play the Omenkeel on turn 2 and then swing with it by casting a creature either turn 1 or turn 3. And I had a creature that I could also play as a 2-drop, so I knew I was good to go there. Chris and I, with our heavily relying on small commanders swinging through, both made the same mistake of attacking Nelson, who was running responses. He got both of us real good, and neither of us learned from the other one's mistakes. So, congrats to Nelson, except for not running as many counterspells as he normally does when he has blue available to him. I was expecting a lot more just solid nopes, and then leaving him with a bigger blocker on the board to deal with other things that people might be sending his way. Amareth is always just a goddamn train that once it gets going, it's going to either kill everyone or derail and also kill everyone. But that's one of the benefits of the Enchantress, the whole archetype. You're going to be able to draw out your entire deck eventually, so you don't need a lot of tutors. And yeah, wham, I had to discard down to hand size because I had too many options. No sympathy there for me. But Amareth still continues to be a great deck. I love seeing Enchantress. It's all on our fault to not have enough enchantment removal just by default. So I want to see more Gollum come through because, again, it's a similar idea to the Omenkeel where you're using your commander to sneak through and then do other goofy tricks based on what your commander has already done. And then Nelson has a wonderful spellslingery deck that he kept track of all his triggers, so I'm surprised he didn't win based on that alone. Honorable mention to the Nautiloid ship for just by default giving me an additional stealing stuff from my opponent's sub-theme versus just taking their lands and trying to converge or radiant or domain my way to to anything, even middle, not even victory, just middle. But I like Nautiloid ship, and I hope to see it on the table again. But thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.